Так, всегда, когда начинаю эфир, всегда что-нибудь случается. Вот сейчас мой телефон решил, что он вот в таком виде, он не может показывать картинку. Просто выключила, включила снова, все показывает. Всех приветствуем. Это мой муж, зовут его Питер.
Hello.
Меня зовут Светлана, и вы на канале, на моем канале любительском, ребята, любительский канал Светлана, Калифорния, кантрисайд. Сегодня наш разговор пойдет об американских, так скажем, традициях в семье. Иногда вот, я когда, например, выходила на международные сайты знакомств, мне было тоже интересно, что можно ожидать от американцев, от мужчин, с которыми я знакомилась. Собака будет доставать немножко, хочет, чтобы мы с ним поиграли. Hey, go! Ну, собака умная, сказала, слово ушло. Значит, сегодня эфир пойдет на английском языке, и когда эфир закончится, я сделаю перевод на русский язык в субтитрах. Кто не понимает по-английски, значит, потом вы можете включить субтитры и посмотреть все, почитать, о чем будет разговор. Потому что я буду тоже задавать на английском языке вопросы, муж будет отвечать. И я, ребятушки, сразу предупреждаю, хейтеров, там не хейтеров, мне, честно говоря, по барабану. Мой английский очень плохой. Говорю я с огромным количеством ошибок. Но мне это не мешает жить. Если вам это сильно мешает, значит, вы ошиблись каналом. Ищите кого угодно, других советчиков, зрителей. И я разрешаю критиковать меня сколько хотите. Если вот такой человек попадется вдруг на моем канале, вот надо ему обязательно свою ложку дегтя сюда добавить, ради бога. Можете писать все, что хотите. Все комментарии открыты. Итак, we started.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic.
We will start with questions I already have. And first question is, you can read if you... No?
Yes.
Okay, I can read. Dear Svetlana, could you ask your truly amazing husband for his opinion about matchmaking agencies in the USA? Did he use their services when he was looking for a wife? Can he recommend any of them? Thank you.
Okay. I used dating applications, but I did not use any matchmaking agencies. I know there are some, but I know very little about them. So I would imagine there are good ones and maybe not so good ones. So I cannot help you on this.
Okay, next question. There is the question. Because of politics between USA, Russia, and probably other politics, question, is this a right time to try to find and meet Americans, like Russians, Americans, Ukrainian Americans, or from Kazakhstan or Belarus? Is this a right time, for example, for Russian women try to find American husband? What do you think?
I think this is a very good time. I think this politics, most people don't think this politics and this problems are about the people. Most Americans think this is about the government and governments arguing. I think right now it is, I know, more difficult for an American who wishes to meet and date and marry a woman from the eastern countries, Russia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan. But it is a good time, I think, to start dating, especially to start talking online, because it's more difficult. You need to just spend more time, and this is always good to get to know each other. So I think this is a very good time.
Okay, thank you very much. Next question. Can you tell audience uh, how uh, how did you choose website for dating?
Yes, it's a good question. You don't always know with these websites what you're going to find, what you're going to get. Of course, all these websites look fantastic. This is like walking into a store where they have all of these beautiful pastry desserts. Everything looks delicious until you buy it and you taste it. Then it's maybe not so good. But you just have to do research. And then after your research, you just have to try. Uh, I used American websites, of course, when I was looking for a wife, and then I just looked at international websites, and by accident, I found the one where we met on. I did see other websites which had very beautiful ladies from Eastern European countries. But I found the Elena's Models website, and that worked very well for us. So just do your research, and don't be afraid to try, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Okay, this now my questions. uh, can you tell why some Americans try to find and met foreign women?
That is a good question, and it's a common question. Um, there's no uh, one answer. I think um, American men find women from other countries a lot of times very beautiful and also very exotic and very romantic. Um, the question sometimes is, well, why can't they find a wife? For example, American man, why can't he find a wife or be happy with American women? Uh, Maybe they can, but it's different for everyone. And I think some American men just find the idea of meeting a woman from a country, not an American woman, very exciting and very interesting. So there's no one answer. I think it would be the same question to answer as why a woman from an European country would want to find a husband that's not from her own country. But it's very exciting. It's very interesting.
And like what I am thinking, probably some men already know couple where his wife from Ukraine or Russia, and he looked at this couple and he this relationship between them. I think this is the reason, or uh, probably this man has grandparents from these countries like Kazakhstan, Belarus, and it was just cultural roots, and they don't they would like to know more about these countries, and then they got this idea Oh, I will try. Yeah.
I'm sure this is possible, and this is the old-fashioned and more traditional way, and I'm sure this still happens. I would say today that this is probably at most 10%. Today, with the internet dating, people look at other people from all around the world. So much more now, people go on these different websites and they explore. Another thing, for at least for Americans, on American dating websites like Match.com or some of the other large ones, there are a lot of women from foreign countries who advertise on these American sites. So they're going to come up when you're searching. And there are a lot of women who are from these countries, Eastern European countries, who are actually now in the United States. So you're going to find these women also, and probably men. I was not looking for men when I was dating, so it's probably the same for men. So in that way, someone who is looking is going to get exposed and familiar with people who are from other countries. And so this opens your eyes, your imagination, to maybe saying, hey, I should look a little bit outside of the border of my country and see what there is. I think the internet and these dating applications has opened the world up, and this is fantastic.
Okay, next question. What is tradition here in America? Uh, Usually, like men and women, at what age they prefer, like, to not just live together but be married?
Hmm. It's a good question. A lot of that depends, believe it or not, from where in the country that you come from, and also do you come from a big city or a more small city or outside a city. They call it rural aspect. The smaller cities, the middle of the country, the more rural aspects tend to be more traditional, where men, women, a lot of times are getting married in the average of from 19, 20 years old to 25. Very common. Get married, start a family. If you're in the larger cities, if you're on the East Coast or the West Coast, you find people who are usually getting much more education. They're more professionals. A lot of these people are more interested in building a career first, finishing their university educations first, and then maybe thinking about starting a family. So they will be getting married or thinking about getting married much more closer to maybe 30 years old. So it's just different what area of the country you're in. So there is no one rule for Americans.
Okay, and why some couple they just prefer to live together, and some they would like married each other?
This is an interesting question, and it's a question that there is a lot of different opinions on. Um, I think that this is much more men than women. I think the majority of women still prefer to be married and start a family and take this next step forward in life. And men, sometimes, if they don't have to take this responsibility and things like this, and this woman is willing to live with them and be a wife without being married, maybe the man says, why should I do this? So this is a question, and there are a lot of men here in the United States who want to have the marriage and they want to have the family. But there are some who are happy not to have the responsibility. So it's
Okay,
no one answer.
okay. And like what I'm thinking, if you like Americans meet like meet person from other country, this is like not a problem because anyway, like if this person cannot come without the special visa,
Mm-hmm.
and then change your, what you call this, from like tourist to be
You mean like K1 visa, marriage visa?
yes, with this. Ну, давайте по-русски скажу. Короче говоря, для тех, кто ищет американцев, как бы не должно быть проблемы, несмотря на то, что там ищут американцы, если вы собираетесь жить вместе, то нет другого пути, как пожениться, иначе вы не сможете жить в этой стране. Поэтому, ну, все равно, если у вас будут хорошие отношения, это приведет вас к браку с этим человеком. По туристической визе вы можете жить в стране только 6 месяцев, затем вы должны покинуть эту страну. Кто будет платить за билеты и куда вы будете все время выезжать? Это напрягает, и проще всего пожениться. Okay, next question. What is tradition here in America when boys met wonderful girls? How this relationship, they build this relationship, like how he tried to like be nice to this woman and build this no, like step by step. What is traditionally?
I think this may be very similar to any tradition in any other country. If a man or boy, like you said, is interested in a woman,
Yeah.
He should chase her.
Chase
He
how?
he should chase her.
How?
He should how to
This
chase
is
her.
interesting.
Exactly.
Okay.
He should make sure that she knows that he is very interested in her. What does he do? He should, of course, pay lots of attention to her. He should call her. He should ask her questions. How is she? And he should ask about how is her life, how is her family. He should give her little presents, flowers, same as in Russia. Flowers are a traditional gift. Other things on different holidays, chocolate on Valentine's Day, maybe a small gift on birthday or something like this. Also, he should plan. It's the man's responsibility to plan, for example, to take her out on Saturday night. Where should they go? What should they do? Should they go listen to music? Should they go to dinner? He should take responsibility, and he should pay for this. This is his responsibility. He should let this woman know that she is very special and he is very interested. I think this is a tradition in a lot of places.
It sounds like this is Russian tradition. Sounds like this.
It is, but honestly, now a lot of American boys and men, they don't do such a good job at this, but this is still a tradition here. So if a woman from another country wants to know, yes, they do know this, but sometimes they just need a little push to remind them they should be doing this. So you push a little bit. It's good.
Okay. Now we're talking about relationship, like how to build this relationship between, for example, Russian woman and American man. How they just met each other on website.
Right.
Okay, she's interested in him. He is interested in her. And what is like, because women sometimes they don't understand this man, like he just talked to her. That's all.
Right.
How like make next step, or what she should ask him, like, and how she can understand, like he is not just talk, and he is really interested in her.
Absolutely. Good question.
Okay.
Couple things. First, sometimes the man does not know always what to do any more than maybe the woman would. Don't hit me with this stick.
Sorry, because this.
Our dog is. He wants to be in this video also.
Okay.
The woman does not. The man doesn't know always how to move forward. So I think it's very traditional a lot of times for the woman to wait and to expect that this man is going to make some move forward. It is, I think, a very good idea just to ask a little questions. You say a simple thing like, I like you, or something, and simply ask, what are your ideas? What do you see yourself, or even us, if we really like each other? What should we do next? Just ask them, what should we do next? How do we move forward? And then let them answer. And see, if they're only talk, very quickly you'll know, because they won't have any answer how to move forward. But if the man is very serious about you, he'll answer, oh, I'm very excited about this. Thank you for asking. I would love for us to meet in person someplace, or I would love to have more video chats with you and get to know you and plan a little bit together. Don't wait. Ask some questions. That's all.
Yes. And okay, for example, before you did this, because I was in Russia, but now Americans cannot send flowers to women to Russia because of sanction. But if women from Kazakhstan, Belarus, Ukraine, or other countries, no, is this like normal if men will send her flowers for reason or no reason? What do you think? Because usually women, they waiting for this, and this is important for these women, like, because they understand, yes, this man really interested in me. What do you think?
I think you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. This man should send flowers, and it does not have to be any special occasion like birthday or holiday. He should just send flowers as a special gift. Now, again,
And
not
okay, if men will not do this, and
right
how women like check
to
can
re,
check
to
like what
re, to remind him.
remind him? Okay.
Exactly, how to remind him.
Okay.
This is a good question, a very good question, and I don't know necessarily, but just sometimes just to send a little note or something that says, "Hi, here in my country, it's traditional that if a man is interested in a woman, he should send her a yellow rose or something like this. What is your tradition?"
Yes.
He will get the idea of what you're saying.
Yes. 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 Um, I forgot already. Okay, about something. Okay. Um, Sometimes women, because lots of scammers
Of
on
course.
websites, or kind of like military guys, scammers, yes. And women usually, they they would like to meet men who is not like need woman just like slave or work at home, at house, or earn money, kind of like this. And some women, they ask how they can look at this man, talk to him, and be sure he is not a poor, and they don't know how to check this. They don't want marry poor man
Of course.
because without money, what she can like live. What is this sound? Like women leave everything in her country, but he had nice life, good life, and move here to America, and surprise,
That's right.
she must work, she must take care inside the house, she should pay the bills, kind of like this.
Of course.
How to check this man? What do you think?
It can be difficult. You again, you simply need to ask a lot of questions. Also, if you are beginning to date this man, move carefully. For example, always see this man is willing to meet you, and if he cannot come to your country, and if you're going to meet in, say, for example, a third country, like we met in Paris for the very first time, see if this man tells you, don't ask, you say, this, where should we meet? See if this man offers to pay for everything. He should pay for your trip, he should pay for everything. This is a good start. This is a good example. If the man cannot afford to do this or is asking you to pay for yourself, this is something to think, stop. What's going on here? You just step by step by step, and then again, simply ask, where does he live? Does he own his own house, or is he a renter? What kind of job, profession does he have? There are lots of different professions. He might tell you a profession that in your country you think this is not a good profession. For example, he may tell you that he is a carpenter.
Yeah.
He's a carpenter. Now,
Or fireman.
or fireman is different, or fireman. And in your country, you may think this is not so good. You should go then, and let's say he's an American and he is a fireman. You'll find out that a fireman is a very good job in America. They make good money. This is a very good profession. He's a carpenter in America. And you think, oh, he's just, he's like laborer. You'll find out, oh no, a carpenter or some
Or
of these things.
plumber.
Or plumber. You find out that a plumber can be
Or
very good.
electrician.
Or electrician can be a very good profession. You just need to ask a little bit, and then after you ask, go on Google or something like this, and just read, do a little research, and you'll learn a lot.
About salary, kind of like, is this like good or, yeah, just research.
Absolutely. As far as scams go, never, any of these, the military men, whatever, never send any money, never agree to any of this, never, 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 never.
Okay, and one more question. I had this question like in comments on my video. One woman, she asked, they talk about meeting in Turkey, but man told her he cannot buy ticket for her from Russia to Turkey because of sanction. I think it's a big lie, because you cannot use these websites, for example, booking.com. You cannot buy ticket when you in Russia, because this all SWIFT system banking system doesn't work there. But if you are not in Russia, what the problem? There is no problem to buy ticket for this woman. For example, go direct to Turkish Airlines and buy this ticket.
Right. Well, you remember that
Rafi, go! Go!
you remember that with your daughter.
Hey, go!
Go, go, go.
Go!
With your daughter, when she flew back to Russia, that we bought her tickets. We bought her ticket from United States first to Istanbul
Yes.
and
Turkish Airlines.
Turkish Airlines, and then on that we could buy through any American website, Booking.com, any, doesn't matter. But then to buy from Istanbul to Russia, we actually had to buy on Turkish Airways, but there was no problem. We bought on Turkish Airways. So if this person says that he cannot buy you a ticket, simply tell him, oh, no, you don't understand. Go on Turkish Airways, you can buy me this ticket, no problem. And see what they do, okay?
Yeah.
And you just help them. Sometimes this is because most are not experts, and maybe they're trying and they're going on Booking.com, or they're going on Travelocity, or they're going on some of these other different websites. And yes, you go on these websites and they say, no, I cannot. And you tell them, yes, I understand, this is a problem. Go on this website and you can do this, and here's my information. Call me when you have my ticket, and see what they do. Help them a little bit. And some of them are honest. It's a problem.
Yes, just to help a little bit, you understand. Okay. Let's talk about duty in the house.
Duty.
Duty. Who is in duty today?
Who is the duty? Well, first off, anymore, for many years in the United States, there is no duty, but there are still more traditional, like responsibility, and that some people are comfortable with. A lot of this is just about the couple, the two people, and what the relationship is, and what they decide. Traditional in the United States was the same as probably in a lot of other places, where the man every day would go and leave and go to work, his job, and earn this paycheck salary and come home while he is
I will
gone.
take him, okay? I will take him inside.
Okay. While the man is gone during the day, the woman takes care of the home, clean. She takes care of children. She may also make the meals, cook, and things like this. This is very traditional. If you are talking with a man, again, ask what his thoughts are, and he'll tell you. What does he think? What does he see the woman doing? But anymore, depends on where you are. If you are in the big cities now, it is very common where both the man and the woman need to work, because it's expensive. If they need to work, if both people need to work and two paychecks, then both people take care of the home. Both people can take turns cleaning. Both people take care of the children. Both people cook. There are a lot of men now who very much enjoy. I very much enjoy cooking. It's a lot of fun. I like to make a very special meal for my wife. She's my best customer. But just ask and talk. But older fashion, especially people who come from not the big cities, maybe smaller cities, maybe more countryside, it's much more traditional and probably very similar to what you expect in your country.
Okay, Next question is, what about if women they don't speak very well English? What is your advice? Looking for men who like accept this or what? Or just never try go on website and meet foreigners? What do you think?
Well, my advice is that if you want or are interested in meeting a foreigner, you should plan on beginning to learn this language and practice. Everything is to start. If you start in your country, usually at least you get a little bit of experience with the language. When you come to a new place, you need to just practice. Maybe you're going to take a class, maybe you're going to do it online. With your new partner, with your new husband, you need to
No. I mean, like some men, they are looking for women who can speak English.
some are.
Is this very important, or it's like can be?
When they're looking for a woman to speak English, they want to be able to communicate with the woman. But this does not, almost always, this doesn't mean that this woman needs to speak perfect English. The woman just needs to speak a little bit. And then if she picks a good man who is patient with her, then she practice, and very quickly they understand each other. So if you're going to, for example, if you're interested in meeting and dating an American man, you should plan on learning and practicing some English, but don't worry about it being perfect. Just to begin. Beginning is good enough.
Okay. Okay, and can you tell again what is difference between I don't know, in Russian we call this like civic married, not official, and official married. Is this like a big difference here, or I don't know?
Sure.
Because in Russia it's a big difference.
Yeah. They have, I think what you're talking about is when two people just live together, but they have not gone and gotten this official certificate, correct?
Yes, but then they decided to have children, and but
Right.
no certificate. What?
Right. So here in this country, they have what they call this common law marriage. So if you live together for a certain amount of time, the government says, you have certificate or no certificate, it doesn't matter. You are married. It still is not as easy for the law if there's a problem. Let's say you want to go and split up, go this way, go that way, but you've been together for 10 years. So in 10 years, you have worked together, you've built a home together, you've done other things, and you want to split up. Well, where does the money go? If you're not married, this is more difficult, but still the American law treats it as if you were married. This gets more complicated if you want to buy something big, like let's say you want to buy a car or you want to buy a house, things where you have to go to the bank, and this is more complicated if you're not married. Much better, even if it's American man, American woman, much better get married. It's much stronger, much easier.
Okay, and I have a question. For example, woman from Russia come to USA and married one guy, and then like it happened like she was a liar, and she came here only for one reason, not, and this reason is like not this man reason. She would like to live and have green card, probably then passport, and live in USA. And this man figure out she lies to him, uh, because I heard you can like men can go to the court or what, or USCIS, and because uh, when Americans bring foreigners uh, in USA, it means like they told government they will take care of this person, but if this person lies and he doesn't want any more support this person, can he I need to
Get her
translate,
thrown out. I understand.
not just thrown out and not just divorced, but
Criminal?
No. I will translate, 1 second. Annul the marriage.
Annul the marriage.
Annul the marriage.
Hmm.
Аннулировать брак. Я говорю про это.
There are like time limits. So if a woman, it could be a man, but a woman comes and she comes on this K1 visa and she marries this man, then after this marriage, then you know this gets adjusted into a provisional or temporary green card. And I think this is for 2 years, correct?
First for 2 years.
The first green card is for 2 years. Now, she and this, or he and this other person, they need to stay together. They need to be this marriage for this 2 years, and then they go back to USCIS, and then if everything is good, the CIS, they ask some questions and they want to see maybe some receipts. Everything is good, then they give her or him permanent green card. Okay, so this is interesting because if they don't stay together, they get married and then they don't stay together, or she's not happy with him, he is not happy with her, this is over and this green card gets canceled and she's gone. If this takes, they get married and let's just say this takes 1 month or 2 months, yeah, they can go back in. The guy can go and he can say, I made a mistake. He has to go to attorney, annul the marriage. If this is 2 years, then she gets her permanent green card, he gets permanent green card. He can divorce her. He cannot annul the marriage after this much time. And she can do what she wants. So all I can say is somebody should be careful.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't know what else we can tell people about American tradition in a family. What do you think?
I think still a lot of American men, even young men, even men in cities, still look to a lot of these same old traditions which are very similar to European traditions. But they still want a more modern wife or modern woman. And when I say a more modern woman, they like this woman to be a partner, not below him, same. And they like this woman to be smart. Most American men are very comfortable with a woman who has her own ideas and her own opinions. And if she does not agree with her husband, she can say this. I don't agree with you. It is not the American tradition anymore. This is only the tradition with some very stupid men, that the man is the boss. What he says is final. No, this is two people together. It's very important that, especially for a woman from another country, learning this, that you talk a lot with this person you're going to spend your life with, and also to get a feeling, what is this relationship? There's always choices. There's always different decisions. There are sometimes you're going to agree, and sometimes you're not going to agree. But you should always be able to speak, and most American men expect this. Now, again, be careful, because there are some American men who will say, I want a foreign wife because a foreign wife won't argue with me. I'm always the boss. I can do what I want. She will feed me what I want. You know, I can have sex when I want. If this is what you dream of for your life, okay, but to me, this is not very good. So
Be honest
be
with
honest.
yourself first, and be honest with this person you
And
dream of.
be strong. Be strong. My feeling is that if a woman who is looking for a husband or something outside of her own country, this woman is a brave woman, and she's a very strong woman, and she's probably a very smart woman also. There's no reason to hide this, and I think most good men really like this. Look for a good partner. I know my wife is a very good shopper. Whenever we go to a store,
No.
it drives me crazy.
I don't have. I have so many comments like I don't have good clothes.
She is very good. She is a good shopper, and she looks and she looks and she shops, and like same thing with a husband or something like this. Be a very good shopper, and look underneath. Look, this is okay. Check everything. You'll do fine, and have a good time.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, my beautiful wife.
Так, ребятушки, если у вас есть какие-то вопросы, задавайте в комментариях к этому видео. На этом мы завершаем нашу трансляцию. Я благодарю всех, кто поддержал своим лайком это видео, кто написал комментарий. И встречаемся во вторник. Будет какая-нибудь интересная тема. Окей.
Okay.